So today is going to be all about installing the SkyMaxx 700x500mm Skylight. So the first thing we've done is basically I've built a wooden frame out of some little timber that we had left that slots around the outside, so that's going to slot in, and then that is 700mm by 500mm. So then the next thing you've got to do is trace that onto some cardboard or something that you can use as a template. Now I've just got a bit of Reflectix left, so I'm just using that. So I've just placed that down using the edge as a straight edge and traced around, and then I'm going to cut that out so I know exactly the size of the template. Then I'll take that up on the roof, drill the corner holes, and we'll show you that bit next. But that's the first step. Template of our skylight, that the hole, so this is basically we'll put up there on the outside, and that's the template of the hole that we need to cut. So now we need to figure out where we're positioning the fan, because obviously we've got these struts here and we need to leave space for this piece of wood to go around. So yeah, we'll figure out where we're putting that now. Right, so basically we've traced the hole 700x500mm where the skylight's going to be, and then we had to position it because I don't want to cut these frames out because they're the support of the van. So we've had to leave a little bit of strip so that our wood frame will fit around, and then basically we've just measured it to make sure. So it's, you know, 5 there, 5, 5. So it's the same across, so it'll be square, and obviously there 5.5. What I will do first is I will measure the diagonal and measure where exactly the hole is in the middle. So then I'll drill one hole up in the middle, and then on the top side of the van I will measure outwards of that hole. Understand? So I find the middle of this piece, drill a hole up, and then I will know that from the middle of that hole it's big 20 centimeters. So I'll do that and trace out the square edges.
Rectangle.
Yeah. Right. I'll draw this so that we can see when I come through how far off I am.
We've drilled our hole in the middle and then measured the same width out and up and diagonal, and then that's obviously give us our line of where we need to drill. So then I've drawn the line of where I think it needs to be, then I've drilled a little hole in each corner just to check that it matches up on the inside. Slightly out, but that's okay. And then obviously now I've just got my multi-tool, and I'm just going to cut along to cut this piece out. So let's do that now. Right, little update as to where we're up to. So I've just been for a quick game of bowls. It's red hot, it's 30 degrees, so ginger and burnt. But yeah, basically we've cut the hole out. Okay, so step 1, build your wooden frame. Step 2, build a template that you can put onto the roof. Find out the middle of your template, drill a hole up through the middle, then the corners, and then you can go up on the roof and measure out where you need to be. Cut that out. That's what we're up to. Then just gone through with a little file and filed it down so it's all nice and soft. So it's not like sharp to the touch to cut. Now I'm gonna get some white hammerite paint, just go around the edges and do a little bit of rust protection. Then Joe's just cutting out some sort of it's like putty tape. So she's just cutting down some strips. It's like a putty tape, so that you see where it's thinner here. I'm just gonna build it up with putty tape. Some people angle grind it and pull these down, so I've tried to do with the pliers there, but to be honest, I just prefer putty taping it and then sticking it down, building it all to one layer. So we're just gonna white hammerite, put some putty on, and then put it down and start screwing everything in place. So let's do that now. Right, so we've just put white hammerite on and it's dry already. That's how hot it is. So now I'm gonna put some Sikaflex, some EBT Sikaflex, round the wooden frame. I'm gonna stick that to it, and then I've just got 4 little G clamps that I'll put on, and hopefully that'll hold it to it. And then once that's dry, we can start installing stuff.
You need my help now, don't you? I can't film this bit.
I'll put it up for now, and then...
Do you want my help?
It's alright for now. Put it up, and then I'll get the clamps ready.
Okay, so what we've done now is we've just put a bead of putty around so that you can see where obviously this is a high spot and a low spot, so that it all goes level, so that when we put this flange in, this bead all runs round on this level bit of, so like there, obviously that's all now the same height, so that it'll stick to that. And obviously this putty is really sticky. So yeah, and now we're just going to put a bead of Sikaflex in here and get it stuck in. Obviously put quite a lot of Sikaflex around there as well, the whole way around, so that when I push it down it'll bond to this and the van. So let's put that into place now. And there you are, so it's in now, it's in place. So obviously you can see where the putty has made it. So at the end we're going to run through with a bead of Sikaflex all around the side and down the edges. So yeah. So at the moment now I've just put down some masking tape, and then I'm going to lay down a bead of Sikaflex and just put my finger in some water and just smooth it out, and then peel off the masking tape to make a nice straight edge. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the Sikaflex on, and then basically you come round with the tape and remove this, and it leaves you with a nice clean edge. It's not really going to bond it to the van, it's more about making sure there's no gaps so that the water can't get in underneath. That is now done. Right, so we've put this in, obviously from the inside, these little screw bits, that's what we're going to screw into. There's a slight little bit in this corner of air gap, but obviously this tray goes on, and then once that comes down, it's going to nip it to it. You know, it'll pull it in so you can see that bit of movement in it. So, moment of truth, this will go on like, and then we've got to screw through that, and then that'll pull them in. There we go. That'll pull it all in nice and tight, and then leave room for our roof cladding. So yeah,
Job's a good one.
Lovely job, Lee.